Hi, I'm Lisa from Lisa Canning Interiors at lisacanning.ca, and today I'm sharing my tips on how to plan the best family vacation. I love to travel. We are embarking on a month-long road trip to Florida, and I'm super excited. I'm a little nervous too because it's a lot of work to, pack and travel, and I know it's going to be tiring and exhausting, but it'll be super worth it and very necessary. And a lot of thought goes into planning a vacation, especially for me with such a large family. I really have to be kind of strategic. So I've learned a few things along the way of trying things out and seeing what works and what doesn't work that I would love to share with you. So the first thing to consider to plan the best family vacation is think about what you want out of the vacation. What kind of vacation do you want? Do you want it to be an active vacation where you're seeing things every day? Do you want it to be a restful vacation where you are honestly just being super languid and relaxed and kind of just really unwinding? Do you want it to be an educational, vacation where you're seeing cool historic sites or museums or whatnot? Maybe you want it to be a spiritual vacation where you are visiting some kind of a religious shrine or spiritual landmark. So these are some things to consider. And the reason why it's important to consider these things is so that you just feel good about what you're gonna get out of it and you're not surprised. So for example, if you only have 2 weeks vacation out of the whole year, and you think that, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go to Disneyland with my 2 kids and I'm gonna come out of that experience so relaxed and it's gonna be amazing and I'm gonna feel so great when I go back to work, I would encourage you to reconsider that notion. While I have not personally been to Disneyland with my children, I have heard that it is a very exhausting experience, although amazing experience, but exhausting experience on the parents. So you might want to consider then, okay, we're gonna have, 4 or 5 days of a really active vacation where we know we're gonna be tired, but we know that we're gonna have so much fun and create amazing memories. But then maybe day 6, day 7, kids go to a family member or you hire a babysitter and mom and dad go and have a relaxing vacation afterwards, just so that you're able to recharge. And if you really only have 2 weeks holidays in a year, then you want to be really strategic and make sure that you actually relax, because that's really important. We have to relax, right? The second thing to consider to plan the best family vacation is really commit to a budget. I think that vacations can go, very expensive very fast. I think it can cause a lot of stress for people when they, maybe show up to a hotel and then realize, oh my gosh, like food is actually really expensive. It's more expensive than I thought it was going to be. And then the whole time you're kind of stressed about, how much it's going to cost, and that's not fun. You're not able to relax when you're worried about money. So, even if your budget is super small, at least if you have a sense of the budget, then you can, again, plan accordingly. My parents blessed my sister and I with wonderful travel experiences, but honestly, what I remember the most is just being together as a family. So I remember the times when we were camping and getting into fun mischief. I also remember the times that we were, on a European cruise or what have you. But really, it was just the time spent with my family is what I really remember from my own personal childhood. So commit to a budget, and it can be very simple. Again, it can be super simple, but commit to a budget so that you're not surprised and then you're not stressed by bills when you're on vacation, because who wants that? The third thing to consider to plan the best family vacation is to ask for insider secrets. So for example, Disneyland. I have not gone, but I have friends who have gone many, many, many times. And they have shared so many things, like about fast passes, about how to avoid lines, and the best place to get cheap food, and the best place to get cheap accommodations. So ask friends who have been to some of these big ticket places like Disneyland, for example, or a lot of the resorts. This is why I like a lot of Facebook groups, like mom groups on Facebook, because you're getting a very honest opinion. People are often very happy to share either their positive experience or their negative experience of a vacation spot. So definitely ask people who've actually been there before, both online and off, to just maximize your experience while you're there. And then finally, decide if maybe you are the kind of person who likes a planned for you vacation or a plan your own vacation. So I personally find that people fall into 2 camps. They fall into the camp of, planned for you. So meaning like a resort or a cruise, for example, where almost everything is planned for you. Like the flight is in the package, the accommodations are in the package, the food is often in the package. Kids activities are in the package, you know? And so you basically gotta just buy your ticket, you go, you don't have to worry about too many things. I find the second camp of people is the plan it yourself vacation. So where you are, you know, maybe staying in an Airbnb house, maybe you are exploring things off the beaten path. Maybe you are renting a car and really just going at your own pace. Maybe you're cooking your own meals. So I find people fall into those two camps, and I would say just sort of pick the thing that would be best for you at this season in your life for your family. So if you have really small kids, it might just be easier to not have to worry about anything at all, and you kind of just go to the resort and you just kind of relax. You don't have to worry about food, literally anything. On the complete flip side, even with small kids, you might be like, you know what, I actually really want the flexibility of, if I don't like the space I'm in, we can kind of see something else, or I don't want to be cooped up in a space for 7 days. You know, there's a lot of flexibility. I think there are pros and cons to each, but I think it's unique to your unique family, your unique lifestyle, and your propensity for adventure and flexibility. If you are planning an awesome family vacation, I would love to know where you are going. Let me know in the comments below, and I invite you to subscribe and check out my other tips for interior design, work-life balance, family, personal style over at lisacanning.ca. Have an amazing summer.